So this is JMC Jams. Actually, it's episode 2 of season 4. It's taken us a while between episode 1 and this one, but we've had lots of a few exciting things in the pipeline. And this Friday, we actually have a screening of the Cigarette Surfboard, and we'll hopefully have Ben and Tyler, who are the documentary makers and the surfboard shapers behind this project, coming onto our jams. Right now, I'm talking to Leanne here at our booth on the Paseo, where Leanne and some other students have been trying to gather interest and get people to sign up to come and see the screening on Friday, 11 till 1. And Leanne, you're from RTVF, right?
Yes, that's my minor, and I'm in Juan Cerna's class.
Okay, and how did you find out about the Cigarette Surfboard?
I actually found out about it through Ernie's email, and I was intrigued by it by just knowing that it was made of cigarette butts, turning from something bad into something good, and that's what reeled me in. Yeah,
and you've been out here volunteering, right? To kind of get people to have a free bag of chips and come and sign up. Has it been busy?
Yeah, it's been moderate. Not too slow, not so busy, but just trying to get people to come in and RSVP and come see the documentary.
Did you find that most students knew about it, or is it something totally new that they've never heard of before?
They don't really know about it until they've seen the banner, and then I tell them more about it, and then they get intrigued and everything.
Right, and there's been great amounts of sign-ups actually, hasn't there? So hopefully it'll be a good event. It is. It's a really great piece of work that these guys are doing, and it's winning awards across all of the indie festivals right now. It's a feature-length documentary. And just to give the context, which you know about, right? Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, so it's based on a San Jose alum making surfboards out of cigarette butts, and this is just a documentary about I don't know it fully because I personally haven't seen it, but I just know it's about his story and his adventure.
Yeah. And the cigarette butts, the reason that they're kind of symbolic is because they collected thousands of them on beach cleanups around Santa Cruz. And cigarette butts are sort of highly toxic. They get into the marine environment and they just cause chaos. And they're everywhere. So they're pushing for a cigarette butt ban. And that's what this surfboard is symbolic of.
Okay.
They've worked with local surfboard makers. And this thing floats. This thing works. So the documentary actually shows the surfboard in action across different famous surf spots with famous surfers riding it. So it's a super cool thing and raises awareness about ocean sustainability. So I'm hoping that you'll take some of this back maybe to your RTVF. Are you interested in documentary?
Yeah, I mean just like filming in general and all that, and learning. With Juan's class, I'm learning how to use different like the camera work and how to wrap up a cable, XLR cable, and all that. So it is very intriguing to me. Yeah.
It's early days for you, though.
Yes, very early.
maybe at some point we'll have a screening of your work, right? Hopefully.
Some way down the road when I'm an alum,
Okay, well, I really appreciate you helping out, and kind of getting all of these sign-ups and everything. So I'm hoping that we'll have a really good turnout on Friday, March 13th, 11 till 1 at the Student Union Theatre.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
and
you.
there's an Eventbrite thing to kind of link.
Oh yes, to RSVP. Yeah.
Okay. And you guys are going to be here today
and
Thursday. Awesome. Well, thanks, Leanne. Really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, John.
Yeah. Are we on? Okay. What's your name?
My name is Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. I'm John.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah. Good name.
I know.
Absolutely. Okay. So Juan has just grabbed you off the Paseo. Randomly, you were kind of looking a bit interested, I guess, at the our banner.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So, what do you know about the Cigarette Surfboard?
I honestly don't know anything about the Cigarette Surfboard.
You don't know anything at all. So I'm going to tell you, and hopefully you'll come along on Friday and find out more. So the Cigarette Surfboard is a project that these two guys from Santa Cruz took on. One of them is actually he was a student here on our industrial design program. He graduated a number of years ago. But they're both surfers. One of them's a filmmaker, Ben, and the other one, Tyler, he was an industrial design graduate. So one thing that they noticed amongst the beach cleanups they were involved in and using the ocean a lot was a number of cigarette butts that you would find, in these cleanups. more so than plastic waste. You think plastic would be a big deal, but cigarette butts are a real problem. And cigarette butts are super toxic. They have a hell of a lot of poisons in them,
Yeah.
and they get into the marine environment. Anyway, it's a real big issue. So they're trying to kind of like raise awareness, and hopefully we can get legislation passed to ban cigarettes at beaches and what have you. And what they did was that they turned thousands of cigarette butts into a surfboard. They worked with local shapers. They got this thing that floats, it works, it rides, and they've taken it around the world to famous surf spots. They've got famous big name surfers to ride the thing, and they've documented the whole process. So they're going to be here on campus Friday, 11 till 1 in the SU Theatre.
Yeah.
And they're going to screen the documentary. It's feature length, and it's winning awards on the indie circuit right now. And then they're going to have a Q&A as well to kind of like answer your questions and see what people think about it. So now that you know more about it, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be there because that sounds really interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't know that this was a thing at all. So yeah.
Right. I mean, people don't, you know?
Yeah.
Are you somebody who uses the ocean?
Yes, I love the beach.
Yeah?
The beach is like one of my favorite places.
So what do you like to do at the beach?
Swim. Well, but I'm from Brazil. Like
Okay.
beaches in Brazil and beaches here are like a totally different thing. Beaches in Brazil, you can actually go in and like enjoy the water. Here's
Yeah.
like a little different because the water's cold, but I still like going in and like swimming.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you surf?
I don't surf.
You don't
I
surf?
don't surf. Yeah.
Okay, well maybe you could give it a go
Yeah.
while you're here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, you know when you're at the beach and you're lying on the sand, is it nice to put your hand in the sand and dig up a load of cigarette butts?
Nope.
It really isn't, right?
Yeah.
So this is going to hopefully also change
Yeah.
people's minds, and we can get a groundswell going. We banned the plastic bag, so maybe this is going to be like another
Yeah.
big success story, right?
I hope so too.
Okay.
I really hope so.
Johnny, we've got lots of a free Eventbrite for you to sign up, just for us to keep registration. Take some flyers, tell your friends, and hopefully we'll see you there.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. Hi, I've got Eugene here with me. Hey, Eugene.
How's it going?
It's going great. So, Eugene, we were planning to get you onto our JMC Jams to talk about Green Ninja, which is a project that's been going on, for me, it seems like forever now.
Forever. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Over 10 years here.
Which is great. You know, it's something I've always followed and loved. I'm really proud that it comes out of SJC.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's students, faculty, staff, all work together to make the environment a better place.
Exactly, and it's coming out of like our animation workshops and
film
as well.
RTVF, and to try to add a little humor and levity, but also to give people hope about small actions they can take.
And I remember I first came across it must have been a few years ago when I was judging the CSU Media Arts Festival. I think it might have popped up in there.
Yeah. So, I mean, one thing we want is students to be their own creators.
Yeah.
And give them a little bit of science or a little bit of understanding about the environment, some motivation, and then see what they can do with that.
Totally. And I mean, we're not talking about Green Ninja today per se, but the whole idea of sustainability and in this case, less of the ocean environment, is something that we're going to be kind of showcasing on Friday by inviting the Cigarette Surfboard folks in to do a screening and a Q&A.
It's so cool. I mean, I often, when we think about how do people get educated about, the planet, seeing a cigarette butt on the ground, and used to be a very common thing people toss it. It still happens. We still see it, and I love the idea of transforming that, and then kind of embracing it with the ocean, and surfing, which is a culture that, people, whether you're a surfer or not, I love watching surf videos, and that kind of that attitude of I'm going to be out here free, in nature, enjoying myself, but taking that and kind of connecting it with the environment in a very visceral way.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's almost like a hidden problem because they're small and we don't see them.
Yeah.
It's like the equivalent of a microplastic, I guess, but is endemic, and it's usually mindlessness, that kind of leads to what is a huge problem, getting into our food chain. And even when we don't discard our cigarette butt in the beach, if we're here in San Jose, for example, we see our storm drain covers that says that everything drains to the bay.
Yeah.
So you flip your cigarette butt in there, it's going to end up in the ocean.
And what better place to happen is at a university campus where that's part of what we do. We want people to be educated and kind of understand that sometimes small things make a big difference.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so I'm hoping for a good turnout.
Yeah.
Tabling here in the Paseo seems to be raising quite a bit of awareness, which is awesome. And I'm hoping that maybe you can take this back to your classroom.
I'll take one of these and
Yeah.
I'll share it with my students because we have a program in climate science as well, and you know, people care about this, and I think documentary filmmaking is a really interesting way to get the word out about different topics because it's different than being in a classroom. You're gonna live the life of. I mean, I don't know what the documentary is, but I really enjoy documentary filmmaking.
For sure. Well, hopefully we'll see you on Friday.
Okay, I hope to make it.
Okay. And if not, we'll certainly see you on JMC Jams in a couple of weeks or so's time.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Great.
Thank you so much, Eugene.
Do you happen to know Bob Glinner?
No?
Sociology professor here at San Jose State, documentary filmmaker. He's emeritus, so he's been around for a long time. Anyhow, I'm making a documentary with him right now.
Oh, how cool.
It's called the Why Can't California Build More Housing? So we're looking at the housing issue, and slightly its connection to the environment, but more broadly. So anyhow, this Bob Glinner guy I think he's made about 50 different films that mainly screened on PBS. So he doesn't usually do film festivals, usually PBS.
Yeah.
So you just see this medium coming from so many different angles, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's not just coming from one school or one department.
Yeah.
Different people use storytelling and filmmaking to.
Absolutely.
You know.
And the environment and sustainability is something that I see running across all of our different schools and colleges here on campus.
Yeah. So I try to encourage our students to think about other ways to get the word out, and I think storytelling and filmmaking is one great way.
Yeah.
So anyhow, well, I'm glad I was walking around just to
too.
get out of the
Me
office.
Too. And now we have Fatima, who's a psychology major.
Yes,
is that right?
I am. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's really interesting because you've got nothing to do with our school, but hopefully you're interested in things to do with film and documentary and the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Are you coming on Friday to see the screening?
I am.
Yeah. So, what drew your attention to this event that we're having?
What is my retention?
No, what drew your attention to it?
Well, what I would like to know more about, right?
Yeah. And how
Yeah.
did you spot it?
I was just walking by and I seen it was like interesting about cigarettes, so I would like to know more about it, you know, and it would be also a good idea for people to know like the harm that it could do for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so had you not walked down the Paseo, you wouldn't have known, right? So that's awesome. So as a psychology major, how do you kind of like sort of, how do you get involved with like sort of with the environmental issues?
Well, how do I get less involved or more involved?
More involved.
More involved? Well, I try to do like outside activities because I know that it does good to your body and especially your mental health. So going outside, taking a walk, doing a hike, it will do you so much better than just grabbing a cigarette.
Yeah. Do you like going to the beach?
Yeah.
You do? What do you like to do at the beach?
Well, I like to be in the sand. I like to watch the sunset, do a little picnic there.
Right. And while you're doing that, is it nice to actually like put your hand in the sand and come up with some cigarette butts?
Yeah, like feeling the breeze, the sun.
But to actually grab cigarette butts as you're putting your hand in there?
No.
No, it's not good, right? And so this movie will hopefully draw attention to the issues around that, yeah? That these things are discarded, you find them on the beach, they make their way into the ocean, into the food chain, into the environment, and they're super toxic, you know?
Yeah.
So just raising awareness about the whole thing. Okay, so I'm hoping that you'll enjoy it and maybe you'll become less of super active in the environment as well. Okay, well thank you so much.
Well,
Have
thank
you
you.
signed up for the Eventbrite?
I am about to do it right now.
Okay, and tell your friends.
Okay,
Take
I
some
will.
flyers.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Fatima.
you.